Picture this: two magicians on stage. One, NVIDIA, pulls a glowing, humming robot out of a hat, and the arena explodes. The other, AMD, strolls on, pulls out a Swiss Army chip, a handshake with three cloud giants, and a blueprint titled Inference for the Enterprise. Which act gets the long-term standing ovation? If you like a good contrarian argument with receipts, pull up a chair. I'm putting AMD in the spotlight as the stock of choice against NVIDIA. Let's explain why. The $500 billion table. How big is this party? AMD's CEO has publicly pegged the total AI accelerator market, think GPUs and other data center inferencing/training silicon, to surpass $500 billion by 2028. Translation: we're not talking pocket change. This is the size of a new continent of compute, and it's got room for multiple occupants. AMD's bet is simple: design chips that hyperscalers, the biggest cloud spenders, want, and ride their capex wave. The stock of choice argument, not because AMD wears a cape, but because its playbook is different. A lot of investors buy NVIDIA for sheer dominance, software ecosystem, CUDA, developer mindshare, and gigantic training clusters. AMD's pitch is less swagger, more quietly strategic. Top 20% AI spenders, AMD targets the handful of hyperscalers and giant enterprises that actually write the checks. These customers buy at scale and aren't price shopping for a $300 GPU. They're buying entire racks. That's where margins and sticky, multi-year deals live. Think of AMD pitching a hyperscaler like a bespoke yacht instead of a speedboat. Hyperscaler partnerships: AMD isn't whispering sweet nothings at the cloud giants. It's building the systems they want. Oracle, Microsoft, Meta, and other cloud players have been publicly tied to AMD Instinct deployments and collaborations. Those relationships mean AMD's chips don't have to win by volume on retail shelves. They win by being chosen to run the backbone of someone else's AI empire. CPU plus GPU combo: AMD can sell the whole dinner, EPYC CPUs plus Instinct GPUs plus systems, and even acquired infrastructure assets. That end-to-end pitch is attractive because hyperscalers like fewer vendors and simpler procurement. It's like offering both the orchestra and the conductor. Altogether, AMD aims to capture a meaningful slice of the enormous AI accelerator pie by focusing where the money is concentrated, the big fish, not the minnows. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. China drama: why investors are twitchy, and who really depends on whom. Geopolitics has been the plot twist nobody asked for. Export control debates and licensing dramas have created uncertainty about selling advanced AI chips into China, and that uncertainty ripples valuation and revenue forecasts. Recent reporting shows the U.S. government negotiated arrangements around China chip exports that affected both NVIDIA and AMD. The bottom line is governments are now a direct actor in how and whether advanced compute lands in China, and that impacts sales and guidance. AMD publicly noted that some of its China-directed shipments, or license approvals for specific accelerators, were being handled cautiously in earnings language, and regulators' decisions factor into company forecasts. Public data is mixed and context-dependent. On one hand, NVIDIA has extremely large absolute AI revenue tied to China, while on another measure AMD's total China revenue as a percentage of its overall sales has been reported higher than NVIDIA's, meaning AMD actually gets a bigger slice of its total business from China than NVIDIA does, in percentage terms. Hyperscaler love equals stickier, higher value wins. Imagine two customers. A small startup buys a GPU to train a model once, one night stand. A hyperscaler signs for racks, and more racks, plus software, support, and long-term rollouts, marriage with prenups. AMD wants the marriage. When Oracle announces it will deploy AMD Instinct MI355X GPUs at scale, that signals the sort of multi-year, high-dollar deployments that move the revenue needle, and the market cap. Partnerships like these are the real engine behind AMD's strategy to grab a slice of the huge AI market. Market share, still an underdog story, with legit promise. NVIDIA still dominates GPU-based AI acceleration. The reality, AMD's Instinct shipments are a fraction of NVIDIA's scale, but they've grown fast and into the right pockets: Meta, Microsoft, Oracle. Omdia and industry trackers estimate meaningful MI300 series shipments to hyperscalers last year, suggesting AMD's growth isn't a mirage. It's taking root in the places that matter for inference and large-scale deployments. That's the concrete pathway from also ran to serious alternative. Public consensus sources show a narrower set of price targets. One aggregator lists a consensus price target around the $180 plus, with highs in the low $200 plus and lows around $140. Okay, picture two surgeons, hyperscalers, performing an operation. They need the best instruments, chips. NVIDIA sells a proven scalpel set. Everyone trusts it, and it's on prescription. AMD is that new surgical tool company that partners with the hospital's equipment manager, promises cheaper sterilization, and offers a whole instrument cart that integrates with the hospital's systems. That integration is golden. Hospitals buy the cart, EPYC CPU plus Instinct GPUs plus systems, rather than just the scalpel. That's how AMD tries to turn a one-off buyer into a recurring customer who buys 10 carts, not one scalpel. Note this as well. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, "Who then can be saved?" But Jesus beheld them, and said unto them, "With men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Then answered Peter and said unto him, "Behold, we have forsaken all, and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?" And Jesus said unto them, "Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first." Matthew 19:25-30. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: "I stayed until the end." Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.